Hi, so today I'm going to just show you one exercise, but I'm then going to make it more complex without increasing the weight. So sometimes everyone piles on a lot of weight, but actually what we could do is make the exercise more complex and it will be just as difficult and it will help work on, so for instance today we're going to do leg stability, which if you have slightly more leg stability, it will stop the lateral slide and help with rotation in your swing. So for instance, a single leg deadlift, so we would start off really, really simply. So here, and then coming down, trying to keep a nice straight back, and then coming back up. We could then take it a step further. We could add in just like a light plate, and we'd be moving this plate. It just sort of takes your center of gravity off point slightly, so you just have to concentrate a little bit more. So with this, I would go forward to here, and then when I bring it through, I'm just going to take it above my head. I'm going to bring it back to here. And already I'm finding myself having to concentrate more than I did on the first one. So you could then make it a little bit more difficult like that. You could also, once again, it's just another way of taking your center of gravity slightly off point. You could use a kettlebell. So I'm going to switch hands at the bottom. So I'm going to be under tension at the bottom of it a little bit longer. So it's going to work my leg a little bit more and my lower back. So I'm going to come down to here. I'm then going to switch my hands over. So I'm moving that kettlebell. And then I would stand back up. So I'm coming down, switching it over, all the time having to squeeze through the core to do it. That would then make it a little bit more complex. If you then wanted to make it even harder, you could then make your base unstable as well. Making your base unstable would make it harder too. So I would then maybe go onto a bosu and then coming down and then back up. Obviously all the time my leg has to stabilize. And then when you're unstable, you could then add in, you could do the plate variety, you could then do the kettlebell variety that I said as well, and then try and do them on the bosu. So when you're planning your training sessions, don't always necessarily think about how much weight can I lift or how much weight can I put on. Maybe make the exercise harder by making it harder in a different way. So making yourself more unstable and then having to use your core and your leg stability a little bit more to do that exercise. You can do this with lots of different exercises. So you can do a lot of things on the cable machine with your core. The closer in your feet become, the harder it becomes. Then you could sit on a stability ball. I did one in last week's session where I sat on a stability ball. So have a think about that. But anyway, I hope you like this video. I hope this helps you think about a few different ways to do your exercises. And I will see you next week. If you like the video, hit subscribe and I'll be back next week.